the stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. On the visitors' sideline is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. On the other sideline, it is the head coach for Carolina. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from a rainy Charlotte. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Small. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. 45. Ready?
Back to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
He got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready.
Now forward, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is.
If you're on, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Let's go now. Black, ready?
Out of the gun, he'll throw on the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Come on, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. Goff. Pass complete. It is St. Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
Lions first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Probably very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing here is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Lions first down. A gain of 18 on the
Goff to throw.
And the Lions first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
15 yards on the play. That's good. First down.
Laporta in motion.
Goal. Detroit.
Here's a designed run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Laporta in motion. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. 3rd and goal. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 7. Panthers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
Check pink. Set hut. Ready?
Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up second.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Aleem McNeil. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Here's Matt Ariza now as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Laporta in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Laporta in motion. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Set to go down on first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Laporta in motion.
Panthers 15-yard line.
One more time for Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, here's third down and a few inches. A run up the gut with Montgomery. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stop him on fourth down.
Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right sideline and complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
10.
Set. Ready. 50. Green. Set.
They'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Set. 33. Yellow. Set.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
They'll look to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Ready?
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. He's got room at the 30. He's going to have the Panthers first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 7.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Short one there, caught by Tremble. To try and hurry to the line here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Lions' 14-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Okay, Mike, thanks. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Horn now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yellow, line. Ready. 45. Ready.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 21.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Block 40. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Come on. Set.
They'll try the right side with Hubbard. Good run inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hut.
Now, faking the give. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this game. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
It's now second and 6.
Laporta in motion. Now Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Horn now to return it. Uh-oh. Now ahead, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovers, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Florida. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Set. Black, blue striker. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. To the right side, he finds McMillan. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Complete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
10 black claws red. Cut.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Here, ready.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And a strong first down run. Pick up of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Right.
Joseph. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Down.
1 at the 30.
Another run here with Hubbard. Into the secondary at the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. The Lions called their first time out. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Set.
Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he's into the end zone. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. That his first touchdown this year. The extra point is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's a handoff. Hubbard heading right. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Burks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
That's taken in by McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
4th down.
Here we go, set. Yellow, ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A second down throw for Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it. Nick Squirtin. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run it here with cover. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Handoff. Running left is Brooks. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He's got a man. That's McMillan. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Come on, set. Black 40. Cut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Goff. This one complete. It's to Slaw. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
The catch, made by McMillan.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
45.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ken Black. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Downfield, he's got Sanders, the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
On the double.
The break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Ready.
line.
Ready.
A run with Hubbard. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Black. 95. Striker. 3-3. Set cut.
Giving up the middle to Brooks. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Great run there, but now the question becomes, when does the defense start using their timeouts? You typically want to use them on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. So we'll see ultimately how they choose to play this out as this game kind of winds down.
Here we go. First and goal.
Come on. Set.
They'll run with Hubbard to the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
One more time. It's Hubbard.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their backs against the wall. They're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Ready.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. And he's in. Natavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. That is second TD catch of the season. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Here's second down.
87, Sam Laporta. A gain of 5 brings up second
Now,
and
Goff
5 at the 40-yard line.
is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. The catch is complete. It's Williams over the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Goff to throw on first down. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. That's caught by Tesla. Oh, he's going to be taken down, and now they've got to spike it or get the field goal team out here quickly.
And it's third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Moving left, he manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
This kick is good. And that's very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
On the set.
At their own 40-yard line.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So a big kick coming here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This to force overtime. This one is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, it's Robinson. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Montgomery. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Christian Rosewood. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A carry here for Montgomery. Here's the Lions punt team now. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 33. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Third and 6.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they will finally run him down.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
A run for the first time. That's Trevor Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down.
Down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
Red.
line.
38. Hut, hut.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
The 20-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Ready, ready. Look,
Here's Etienne. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
4-yard attempt.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your platform, your balance, your control, your footing. It's